Hey, good morning, Eastern Oregon, and welcome to this November 25th version of AM Live on EOA, your connection to Eastern Oregon. We're glad that you're here with us today. If you want to find our content, if you go to EOA.network, that will take you to a link tree where you can find the locations of our Facebook, our Roku, our YouTube channel. All of this stuff ends up on Spotify afterwards as a podcast, and also our website. Go to our website, check it out. Bennett has been doing some work on that. It looks really good, and I think there's going to be a major makeover look coming out not too long from now. So here in just a little bit, we are going to have Liz Meyer, who is the owner-operator of Community Kindness downtown in La Grande, and a couple of her cohorts and people that work for her, and get set for a lively conversation. It's going to be good. So, how are you, man?
I'm good. Good. I'm just waking up.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not even fully awake, really. The what is today? Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday,
so
yeah.
It's first Monday.
Thanksgiving week,
Monday.
right here, yep.
Only one show this week.
Yep.
Thankfully. There's a Christmas bazaar in auction. The Optimist guys got a hold of me and asked me to talk about it. So on the screen there you can see December 13th, 9 to 3. They're also looking for vendors. So if you want to be a vendor for this bazaar, you can. I put a post on social media yesterday with a link that'll take you directly to their page where you can sign up for the bazaar to be a vendor.
Good. And the Optimists do a ton of good stuff, don't they?
We do a lot of bazaars around here. I feel like it's like parades. Like,
yeah.
We have a lot of parades for a little. Like what? We have parades for everything. It's crazy.
Well, I guess because it doesn't cost money.
It's true.
And we can do it. You know? So.
Yeah, there's a parade coming up soon.
Well, the Christmas parade is the Christmas parade. I think is this Saturday night.
Is it?
Yeah, and
that's where they bring Santa and down the road and light the tree and all that.
Yeah. So, it's this Saturday night. Normally starts at 6 o'clock. I'm sure that's probably still the case. There'll be a parade, and then everybody comes down to Mac Square. And when you get down to Mac Square, you'll see me there helping everybody sing some Christmas carols. We'll light the tree, and away we go. So, yeah.
Away we go.
Yeah.
I'm not a Christmas carol dude.
You're not?
No. I hate Christmas
music. I can just
music.
hear you deck the halls with
I don't like Christmas music at all. I think it should be outlawed until like the 17th. Or no, the 18th. Let's give it a week.
Boy, I'll tell you, there are people that as soon as Halloween is over, they're just like, I can't wait. I mean, they just skip Thanksgiving.
They put their Christmas tree up on November 1st.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
Yeah.
And then those are the same people that leave their lights up until like May.
Yeah.
That drives me crazy too.
So we leave our white lights on the fence. I don't think they're there right now, but we leave them up year round because, makes Tanya feel festive, and so
to each their own.
If it makes the wife happy, yeah.
My grandpa was super anal about the Christmas lights. He would put them up on a certain day, and he'd put them around. He'd use the old fat bulbs, you know, the big bulbs.
Yeah.
He would line the whole rim of the house and the garage, and he would put them up, and then right after Christmas, they come down, they go right back in the things. He was like. But he was also a Marine for 24 years.
Yeah, there are some in bigger cities. They have crews of people that put up Christmas lights.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a business during this time of year.
Yeah, not for me. I'm not going up there.
They're busy. Yeah. In fact, we're on a platform here that's 8 inches up, and Kyle feels a little bit nervous about that.
I don't like being off the ground at all.
All right, hey, want to do sports?
Let's do it. AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit in La Grande. Muster mighty forces with 7 new Warhammer 40,000 battle boxes, or amass a new army with 4 Age of Sigmar Battle Force boxes. The annual Battle Force Bonanza is here. If you're looking at starting a new army project in 2026, or if you just want a whole bunch of miniatures, this is a very popular game/craft. You can actually learn how to paint with this game, and Joe's got everything Warhammer down there at Hobby Habit just for the fun of it. This last weekend, they announced it officially on Friday, but I didn't put anything out about it until yesterday because I wanted to let it breathe a little bit. But EOU and 18-year head football coach Tim Camp have decided to part ways. I mean, we kind of knew it was coming. You hear stuff, the business has been up for sale, and, you hear stuff around town. But I'll tell you this, people like to talk about his record. His record's not bad, almost 500, okay? And lately, especially, people have been, we don't win enough, this, that. The reality of it is that dude has done so much for so many young men in this community. I don't think people really realize the accountability and just how he treats his players and how much is expected of these guys and how he sets them up for real life. And it's actually quite amazing. My favorite camp story is, I think it was 3 years ago, summertime, Shrine football time. And I have a really good relationship with Coach Camp. I was filming and taking pictures out of practice for the Shrine game, and it was up at EOU, and a kid's cleat completely blew out. And I get on the phone, text Camp. I was like, hey, you got any cleats laying around up there? This kid's 4.5 hours away from home, and his cleat just blew out. And literally within 15 minutes, Camp had me a pair of cleats for the kid. And that's just the kind of person he is and will continue to be. It's kind of sad for me. It's hard to develop relationships with new coaches. And that's a lot of work goes into it, especially for somebody from the outside, the media. But I'm kind of looking forward to the change as well. I want to read you guys a couple of the comments, though. There's been hundreds of comments online. Trevor Exline, so his mom, Bethany, posted, "Thank you, Coach, for taking such great care of our son. He loved having you as a coach. We wish you nothing but the best in your next chapter." Joe Boyle says, "Legend, changed my life. Thanks, Coach." Elizabeth Ann Martin says, "Thank you, Coach Camp, for all you did for my player." James Gray, number 66, "You believed in him and took great care of him just as you promised. And as a football mama, I am ever so thankful. Best wishes to you, Coach. Mount up." So if you want to read some of those, they're all over our page, and then a couple of pages that shared what I posted yesterday. There's comments, and thankfully they're all positive because I think this needs to be a positive thing. Great career, Camp. I mean, he did a lot for EOU, and we can't deny that. Number 1 EOU volleyball swept Simpson in the opening round of the 2025 NAIA National Tournament on Saturday. Next up, Sioux City, Iowa, where they will be the number 1 seed overall and the number 1 seed in their pool. The first game's Wednesday, December 3rd versus Huntington, Indiana at 10 a.m. Central Time. EOU men's basketball is in Arizona this weekend. They have ACU at 6 p.m. today, and that's Mountain Time. All these times are going to be Mountain Time. Park University tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, and then they finish the road trip with Benedictine Mesa on Saturday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. I don't understand why they go on. So they left yesterday. Or no, they left today. They play tomorrow, and then they have 2 days off in Arizona. I don't know why they schedule it like that. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, especially with the amount of, the budget concerns for EOU. Well, why take 2 days off down in Arizona? You have to put 16 dudes up in hotels for 2 days. It just doesn't make sense, but I'm not the athletic director, and I don't handle the finances. EOU women's basketball is playing in the Best Western tournament this weekend in Caldwell. They play ACU on Friday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, and then Embry-Riddle on Saturday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. EOU men's cross country finished 7th in the national championship race this last weekend, while the women finished 22nd. Congratulations to Grady Greenwood and Riley Morris, who were both named All-Americans. Greenwood finished 31st, while Morris finished 33rd. 2 girls from the Valley ran in this race as well for EOU. Kalia Hines finished 71st, while Kaya Carlson finished 186th. As for LeGrand High School sports, they don't start until after the Thanksgiving break, so I got an easy day today. AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit. Go check them out, 411 First Street, just for the fun of it.
Good stuff. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Easy sports report today.
Yeah.
Not much going on high school-wise. I like that.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look outside.
Probably
Yeah,
crummy.
man, it was frosty this morning on the windshield. It's turning cold finally. So,
Donna Beverage says Union has a parade and Santa coming on Saturday, December 6th at 5:30 p.m.
good, yeah. And thank you, Donna, for that. And then the parade, the LeGrand parade, is on Friday night at 6, not Saturday. This Friday night at 6.
This Friday?
Yep. So, all right, let's take a look at that weather graphic. What's the weather going to be like on Friday? So,
Crummy.
snow showers. Yeah, rain and snow showers. Yeah, so maybe it'll feel a little bit like Christmas. Who knows, huh? So, yep. So one of the adjustments that we have made on our webpage is now if you go to EOA.tv/sports, you'll get Kyle's sports page, or if you go /AM live, then that will take you also to where you can find the most recent versions. It takes you to where you can find these particular shows and so on and so forth. So you're going to see us talking about those particular URLs more and more. So, all right. Well, hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the Community Kindness Ladies.
Thursday.
All right, we're back with Liz Meyer and the Community Kindness Ladies, and you already heard her talking, which is not unusual. How are you, Liz?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Real quick, tell us who you brought with you.
Today I brought with me Sharon. She's one of our volunteers at the store. She's been with us for about 5 years. And then this is Jen. She's my assistant manager, and she's been with us from day one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome. And how long has the store been going now?
6 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you and I really met your son first, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Jordan was one of the first people. I mean, I don't know. He was young at that time. I think he just graduated from high school.
Right.
And he was one of the first people that really jumped through all the hoops to have a commercial drone license. And at that time, there was no easy path to do
Right,
that. Yeah.
right.
And so you actually had to apply as though you were putting a license on an aircraft, and then you had to file all these exemptions
Right.
for why can't you put 4-inch letters on the side of your drone? Well, they won't fit, you know.
Right,
And so
yeah.
it was quite a long process. And so then Jordan, some of the footage that we still use is some of that footage that Jordan shot for us all those years ago. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because some of that, beautiful green footage of outdoor of the valley.
Yeah.
It looks the same now as what it did 10 years ago or whatever that was.
Well, it's
yeah.
good to hear you're still using it. He's up in Seattle right now. He's skydiving. He's an iFly instructor too.
Yeah.
And he's doing social media for them up there, doing photography and thing too. So
Yeah.
he's loving it. He's living the dream, he says.
Good. Well, so you are from England originally.
I am from England originally, from Yorkshire.
Okay.
I've been here 24 years now, 25 years next year.
So tell us the story on how you got to LeGrand, Oregon.
So I met my husband Grant in Manchester, England. We were working together, end of story. And then we moved, 36 years ago.
Okay.
And we moved here, and we've been here 24, 25
And
years.
Grant
Yep.
was an Elgin kid.
He was from Elgin, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have a clue where that place was until he showed me on a map.
The map.
And I was surprised.
I'm surprised you hadn't heard a joke about it.
I
even
have,
over
but we're
in
not
the
going to
UK.
talk about that this
Nonsense.
morning, right? And end of conversation. But I mean, it's a lovely little town. It really is. But I came from a city, and I just wanted a little bit more to try and, for the kids to
Yeah.
hang out and stuff, because they were young when they got here. My son Jordan just wanted a McDonald's. That's all him and his sister Becky were wanting. And LeGrand had one, and Grant said, well, let's move to LeGrand, and I'm happy we did.
Yeah. And so both of your kids were born
In the UK.
in the UK.
Yeah.
Okay. How interesting. Yeah. And Jordan is just a wonderful person, and we connected right away.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then later on, I remember meeting you. It's like, you're Jordan's mom? I mean, it was
Yeah,
just,
I still get that now. And stories he's told about me to people who I don't know is unbelievable. They'll come up and go, oh, you're the one who did, and we're not going to tell the stories on air. But and I'll say, great, he told you about that.
Yeah.
Of course he did. But him and his sister, Becky, my daughter, she's in Utah. She's our social media person. But yeah, a little different. Great, absolutely wonderful children. Jordan's a little bit more outgoing, even though I'm seeing it now in my daughter. So Jordan's 31. And Becky's 37, yeah.
Wow.
Great children.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful kids.
Now, so then you did radio for a while too. I mean,
Good
talk about
Lord.
that stint,
Come on
because
now.
that.
Why are you bringing this up already?
No, because it's interesting. I mean, so you're not. I mean, This is. I mean, although this is video,
Yeah.
you're not a shy person.
Oh, I am.
You are a shy person.
I'm not.
In her other life.
No, I'm not. No, I used to be. I'm just enjoying life, be who you are and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, so tell me. So community kindness, you've kind of taken over the corner down there.
We have.
Yeah. So how did that start first, though?
So going back to the beginning, and I don't want to get too deep into it. There's some personal stuff there too. But I've always wanted to do something to serve the community that I live in. And to cut a long story short, this is the idea I had. I wanted to serve the community. I wanted to open a thrift store. Was quite hesitant at first because there are other thrift stores. But we did it. We opened the stores with no financial backing and one box of donations, which was phenomenal, really. And it's just played out to it's supposed to be. It's supposed to have happened. I really do believe that, because things wouldn't have developed the way they have.
Yeah.
I mean, we started off with just one tiny section in there, and now we've got the whole building. It's just gone from big to bigger,
Yeah.
which I think just benefits the community in so many ways.
So, but your thrift store is a little bit different. Tell me how it's organized and why it's that way.
So it's a non-profit thrift store, and that's one thing we need people to understand too. We are a non-profit, so all our profits go back out there into the community in some shape or form. And we do, I mean, Jen can tell you and Sharon can tell you, we do help a lot of people. But I wanted the idea of it to be nice and clean. It smells nice, and that was a big thing for me. I'd been into other thrift stores, not here in town at all. And noticed because it's second-hand items and clothing, there's a little smell to them. So we neutralise and steam all the clothes, right off the bat there. But we wanted it clean, tidy, organised, and then a few years into it, we put the British theme on it.
Yeah.
I didn't have that at the beginning, but we wanted to be a destination business, and that's one thing that set us apart from other stores.
Well, interesting.
Yeah.
So, I mean. So yeah, when I've been in your store, it doesn't look like a thrift store. I mean, because everything is neat and tidy and clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, was that kind of your thought originally? I mean, thrift stores generally, I mean, it's kind of one of those funny things. Is like we all use them.
Yeah.
And appreciate them, but I don't know that I would want a thrift store. It's kind of like it's kind of like having a garage sale. Everybody wants to go to a garage sale and get a bargain, but but they're a pain in the neck to actually organize and do it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it can be. No, I just wanted the stigma. I think there's a stigma around thrift stores, like you've just mentioned, and I didn't want that to apply here.
Yeah.
I believe that those people who have to shop at thrift stores, it should be welcoming and clean and tidy and make them feel comfortable. For people who like to thrift, I want the same thing too. I want it to be a nice experience. I want them to come back.
Yeah. Now, but it's more than a thrift store too. You have.
It is.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes.
So what is that? What is? What,
So originally, when if you look at the center window of the store, it says Community Kindness of Eastern Oregon, more than a non-profit thrift store. And at the time, I wasn't really quite sure why I did that. I know how to do other things, but we also have events in the cavern too, don't we?
Some very good events.
We have some good events down there. So we have cooking with kids down there. So we're teaching kids the basics of cooking skills. We have musical events down there.
yeah.
We have Souptastic Saturdays, so we provide a meal for the community for free down there. Lots of other things. And one thing that we introduced this last year is our Ladies Naughty Night Bingo.
Oh.
Did you know about that?
I did not.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought that's where you were going with the question.
No, but that's good.
Tell it. Oh, it is.
Yeah. So
There's
yeah.
a reason, though, that he doesn't know, because we say what happens at bingo
Stays at bingo.
So okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
talk about Ladies Naughty Night Bingo. That should
Well-
be like an acronym.
Well,
I can see that on a T-shirt. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is on a T-shirt.
We do have
We do have T-shirts for sale, $25 available in store. We do have them. We do.
We do.
So it came about because I wanted something different. I always like to try and do things outside the box a little. And a friend of mine in England went to a bingo night. And she says, oh, I said, how are you doing? She says, I'm great. I says, what did you do? She says, I went to play bingo. And I went, oh, so boring. She says, no, it was a ladies' night bingo. And I says, oh, tell me more. And she did, and hence we have a ladies' naughty night bingo. So it's a place where ladies only, so you can't come, I'm afraid. You
Okay.
can't be there.
Okay.
You know, I'm sorry, but you
We
just
can't
can't
bring
do
a
that.
camera.
No, you can't. You wouldn't want to, I don't think. But it's for ladies only. It's like a bachelorette party gone a little bit wilder.
Okay.
Um,
Wild.
Wilder?
You don't know.
It's not just the bingo, there's the games in between the bingo.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, it's like 3 hours straight of laughter, games.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a show.
Yeah.
It's like a show. So it's 2.5, 3 hours. So you do play bingo, great, but you do other games too, and you can win prizes of all kinds. And I think we need not talk about that.
Prizes of what?
All kinds.
Of all kinds.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a great night out. I mean, it's a fundraiser too.
Yeah.
But we get pretty booked up for that too, yeah.
So I was down. What did you call it?
The Cavern, named
Cavern.
after the Cavern in Liverpool where the Beatles used to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was in the Cavern the other day because that's a whole nother story.
Yes,
Anyhow,
it
so we were in the Cavern, and it's just tables. I mean it's like a little banquet community
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah. And which speaks to your commitment to having community events. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's like you're using, I don't know, that space is probably, 40 by 50 or something like that, and you're using a lot of square footage just for community. I mean,
So people outside
Right.
can use it
Yeah,
too,
right.
so it's available too, because that's one thing we found out as well, is that there's not enough places for people to come and have a get-together if you
Yeah.
want to do that. We've had like book reading clubs meet down there. People go down there, we do complimentary tea and coffee, so they sit and have a cup of tea and a biscuit
Yeah.
and have a chat, and they like to do that down there too.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so talk to me about the British bent to all of this. How did, and you said you're hoping for it to be a destination. I mean, talk about that whole concept a little bit.
The British theme it sets us apart from other thrift stores.
Okay.
If you say, okay, let's just put in thrift stores for LeGrand, we will come up, but it's a British theme. And that brings a lot of people who are curious
Yeah.
into the store.
Yeah.
One thing we do too is we also sell British chocolate in there.
Okay. And I
do.
saw
We
that.
do, we do.
yeah.
Have you had
Jaffa
any?
cakes. And
We do have Jaffa cakes.
I've been in there. I
There
know.
you go. So
I know
actually
all
at the
about
moment,
Cadbury.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but imported from the UK too.
Yeah, the real Cadbury.
It's the real Cadbury's, the real stuff. So right now we've got a lot of Christmas things in too, themed chocolate. So like the selection boxes, the Cadbury's Christmas buttons. We've got the tins. They do tins of all different kinds of chocolate. So we've got them in stock at the moment too. So people come in for that.
And is that because you were just missing that and you thought, I have this store and I want to be able to buy these products in bulk so that I can have them myself?
Some of that, yes, true. But that idea came from when I was a little girl. My grandfather used to bring a little bag with goodies in it for me from work.
Okay.
And they still sell the same chocolate. I mean, newly done, not old chocolate, but good chocolate.
Yeah.
And he'd bring a little bag home, and I just thought, what a nice memory to carry on, to be able to sell that. My daughter comes over, and that's the first place she goes for. Oh, chocolate. But my son's the same, straight to the chocolate section, so it cost me a fortune. My grandkids do the same too. He calls it my little grandson. He comes in and he'll say, "Oh, Gram's store," and then heads right for the chocolate section.
Yeah.
Not me.
So it's
arms open.
It's not
chocolate.
like you're going to extract payment for them because
Well, no,
you're
because
their
I have to
grandkids.
I have to put the money in, but it's just the British theme, and they like a little bit of a theme. Some people
Yeah.
they like to look at all the memorabilia we've got in there, the Beatles pictures on the walls, David Bowie. I mean, it goes on, but it just makes us a little different. Why not in Legrand? Why not?
Yeah.
Let's add a little bit of different experience for people.
Well, and when I go down Adams Avenue, you have the British flags out, and I mean, so
we attract people that way, which is really good.
Yeah. So do you have people come in and go like, "What's with the British stuff?"
Yeah, but as soon as I open my mouth, Brent, they know, don't they? As soon as Sharon opens her mouth,
They probably
she's
hear
on.
you when they're getting out of their car, actually.
What up? Yeah. Jen keeps us all kind of level-headed a little bit. But yeah, we got the British thing going on down there. But it's entertainment for people too.
Yeah. So Jen, you have been there since the beginning of this all started.
Yes, I have.
So, wow, what has that journey been like for you along the way?
Shush! Don't tell the truth.
It's actually been amazing.
Yeah.
Yep. It's been amazing working with Liz and Grant and the whole team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of talk a little bit about your background. How did you get? How did you get into this? And how that? Yeah. You just said
pulled
you
her
just
in.
showed
I
up.
just pulled her in.
Yeah.
Well, I actually think, going back, I think the first time I actually met her was when, I think it's parking.
And we were locked up together in jail.
Yeah, literally.
We were in separate cells. No, not true. Not true.
She's one of those people where you definitely feel like you've known her for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we've known each other for about 7 years now.
I think so.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah.
So Jen started with us as a volunteer, Thursdays and Fridays from day one. So she's been there all the time, and then last year she was hired as assistant manager.
Yeah.
So she's with us all the time, which is great. I can't do without her. I mean, she's great. Absolutely.
Well, and you being there from the beginning is a huge advantage for you because
absolutely.
because she understands the mission, and as it's grown and as you've taken on more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you ever imagine, Liz, that you would have the entire building?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I didn't even have that in my thought pattern. Like I said, we started off with just one. As you walk in the store to the left side, I don't know if you've been in.
Yeah.
We just had that part there, and it just grew. I mean, opportunities arose. I thought the community deserved it.
Yeah.
And there we are now with 5,500 square feet upstairs of clothing.
How much square feet?
5,500 square feet.
Wow.
And I was never going to sell clothing. I didn't want to be in competition with other places. But that was my COVID project upstairs, was to set that up. And then we took the cavern on. But yeah, the whole building. Phenomenal, really. It's quite a journey. It's a great journey. I'm not saying it's not, you don't want to pull your hair out sometimes because it drives you nuts. I just feel that I've got a mission to do, and that the community here and outside, because we have people travel in from different places, especially for the ladies' bingo night, may I say. Walla Walla, Boise, Pendle, I mean, they're coming for that. But I think the community deserves different, and I think the store brings them that.
Yeah. So tell me how you have the store organized. So somebody comes in the front door, tell me the different places and
Okay,
stuff.
so you come in the front door, there's amazing music playing. That's all I'm going to say. You'll get a whiffed smell of all the cleaning fluids that we use. But as you come in the store, on the main floor, we have the British chocolate. Just got to mention that again. Available now for Christmas. Just throw that plug in. Yeah, so we have all the household and the pretty things down on that main floor where you come in. We usually have, if we have furniture, we put that down there too, and there's collectibles. As you go downstairs to the cabin, you've got the social area down there. And as you go upstairs, you've got the clothing, jewellery, hats, scarves, shoes. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. And the fun and entertainment.
Areas,
Oh yeah, there's kids' clothes up there too. Yeah,
Formal wear.
formal wear up there, wedding dresses, prom dresses, everything.
Well, and I bought a jacket there not too long. I guess it's probably been a year ago.
And it was fabulous, wasn't it?
It was.
Nicely steamed.
It was.
Looking perfect.
But what I was going to say that was very nice is that there, I mean, somebody, and it might have been you, but somebody said, well, what are you looking for? And then, I mean, the service side of it was very nice. I mean,
Yeah.
it was though it was better than if I was in a commercial store in some manner, because somebody helped me look,
Yeah.
somebody helped me, find stuff and so on and so forth.
But that's what it's about, right? That
Right.
personal attention.
But still, that is like in a thrift store.
Yeah,
I mean, those are the
yeah,
things that are like,
yeah.
that's like,
And why not? And that's the stigma I want to erase, because
Right.
like you just said, and that in a thrift store,
Yeah.
why not?
Right.
Why not make it a great shopping experience, a lot of fun, and we do have fun. We have dress-up days up there, we do karaoke.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more than a non-profit thrift store thing coming out right there.
Right.
But customers are important. You want them to come back.
yeah.
So,
Well, but a lot of non-profit businesses don't get that.
No.
You know what I mean?
but we do.
But you do.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
So let's talk about the nonprofit for a minute.
Right.
So nonprofit, it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys don't get paid, because they can get a salary, but it means that the profits go back into it, or they're
Yeah,
given to
in some
yeah.
shape or form.
Yeah, yeah.
But I still don't pay myself.
You don't.
After 6 years, I don't take a wage.
Okay.
That was my mission at the beginning, because I'd got some illnesses going on.
Okay.
And I was diagnosed a year or two after with PTSD and OCD and things like that. And I didn't want to take medication for it. So I threw myself into a business where I can organize and tidy and just kind of center off and do something else more meaningful
Okay.
for me than take a medication. And I know people have to, and I understand that. But I personally didn't want to. So the store is my medicine.
Oh, interesting.
And there's a lot more than that to that.
Yeah.
But I'd take too much of your time. But to show people that who have anxiety and OCD and things like that, is to maybe get outside into the community, and you just forget a little bit. It makes life a little bit easier for you. And the result for me was the store.
Yeah.
So that's why that was there too. That's how that started a little bit as well.
So, but the store is making enough money to pay rent and to pay the expenses.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. And people
which is super awesome.
It
Yeah.
is, and some people, not all people, don't understand that, right? It is a lot of hard work, and we do have to pay rent and utilities and a wage and things like that. And the electric, the internet, to keep it running.
Insurance, just
everything.
liability,
And
yeah.
absolutely.
No, and people have, I mean, I kind of rant on this every once in a while.
no,
It's
yeah.
like, because, I mean, if nobody came in to the store and no employees were here, you still have this baseline of expenses that
Yeah, absolutely.
goes on. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's another reason, some people will say, and I'll put it out there, you're a little bit more expensive than another thrift store. And I'll say, yeah, but we have a mission. Just because we're given an item doesn't mean we can give it away.
Right.
Our goal is to make profits to help the community.
Right.
And so that's another reason we keep it clean and tidy. People
Yeah.
will buy it better. We test electrical products, right? And we
Right.
have little stickers that go on there. We don't want to sell you something that doesn't work. Our mission statement is serving the community with kindness, integrity, and love. And integrity is really important nowadays, I feel, and always has been in our family. So we have to be straight up.
Yeah. Well, and that, I mean, but you're right, that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
And you might, I mean, if you have an item that you are testing, that might not be an expense, but you can't test everything. And so that person who is testing it,
Yes.
they're getting paid a wage, or
Well,
I mean,
well,
they need
John,
to
we
be.
have a lot
Yeah.
of volunteers. I
Right.
mean, that's a
Okay.
good thing is
Yeah, so
because
talk
we
about
are
that.
clean and tidy, people want to spend time in there. You know, you don't want to, some people might not want to volunteer in a place that's dirty and whatever.
Right.
I want to make it inviting for people to come and volunteer. Sharon's our volunteer, been with us 5 years. And it's nice for you, right, to come in and just hang out. It's lovely. We've got other, I think we've got a team of about 10 volunteers now or something like that. And that's great. And I've literally heard the reason one or two of them have volunteered is because it is so clean and tidy and inviting and so chill, if that's the word I can
So
use.
chill.
At 61, it's so chill to hang out. But we do have a guy called John who comes in, and he's our electric tester. He spends hours testing for everything downstairs. Yeah, it's
Wow.
great. Yeah. Everybody has a role, but it's teamwork. It's a family down there, it really is.
So Sharon, tell me about your volunteering and how you got started.
Yes, tell me,
And,
darling.
Yeah, and you're also English, right? I mean, you have
I
a
am. Right.
yeah.
I
So-
immigrated from Wales, but I was born in Liverpool. Yeah.
She's a
So,
Scouser.
I mean, I met Liz
Scouser.
when she first immigrated. Like a couple of days later, I was at high school at that time, high school health centre, and she brought the kids in and met her then, and we'd always just stop and have a chit chat and stuff, and then
And a laugh and a giggle.
oh, we always laugh when we're together. And then when she had the store going, and I started going in there when she just had the little side of the store, started going in there, and we'd just be cracking up by the time we left. And then I was just at that point in my life where, you know, the kids are grown, so you've got a bit more time. And, you know, I said to her, you know, if you'd ever need any help, I'll
And I
come
went,
in
"Yes,
and
thank you."
help you. And she's like, yeah. Never heard anything. Then one Friday or Saturday I was in there, and she was like, and I was like, you know, I told you if you need any help, you have to call me back and let me know. And she's like, oh, well, I've got the football lads from EOU coming in to help me with this heavy stuff. And I go, well, I can do that too, you know. So I started there. And then from
That was it.
And I was like, look, because I work all week at regular jobs. So I'm like, look, I'll offer you my Saturdays and I'll come in here and volunteer. And then, you know, we do above and beyond that, like we're in there when it's not open doing stuff, like, you know, when the walls got
bingo.
knocked down, we're painting and moving stuff and always rearranging. And the ideas that she comes up with, my mum's like, oh, what's she come up with this time? You know, what's the
terrible.
next event she's come up with? But it's just, it's opening yourself up. You know, it's time to do service. That's what you're here in life for, is to do service for other people. And then elevate the frequency for people to laugh and find joy in life, because there's so much negativity out there.
Yeah.
So when they come in on a Saturday, all they hear is us giggling most of the time on the second floor, and they just walk around smiling and go, we just love to listen to you two laugh and talk, and we do crazy stuff, and you meet, you know, different volunteers, you meet kids that come in and help, community service people that come in. And it's completely different than what they've ever thought. You know, I'm like, you'll never get another job like this. You know, you don't come in and get an attitude thrown at you. Oh my gosh, you're there for this. No, it's come in and welcome and let's make it fun. You know, we've got to get work done to make it flow,
Right.
but we'll make it fun.
Yeah.
One thing we have too is we work with the juvenile court system.
Okay.
So we have kids under 18 come in and they're very weary. They've got into trouble. Haven't we all at some point of life?
Yeah, and that's what
when
we
we're
tell 'em,
younger?
you
That's
know.
what we say, you know.
It's all right.
It's all right, but you do it again, then we might have to have a chat. But they come in and give them a candy bar. They love that, and to give them support. You know, I'm sorry this has happened to you, but now you've got to pay back. You've been given so many community hours to do. We've got to crack on and do that and get it done.
Yeah.
But they love it. I think it's to be welcoming. And like
Yeah.
Sharon says, to support them. You know what I mean? You've been naughty. Well, they have, haven't they? They've been naughty. But you're all right here and it's a safe place, you know. The worst thing for them is to take the cell phone off of them. That's one thing I do, is I take the cell phone off of them. Because they'll sit and play all day and not
Right.
do the work. And they go, what? I say, I need your cell phone. You think I'd ask them for the left leg? It's unbelievable, you know. But we have the mom come in and we say, look, we're all on the same page. But we are only one of the few places that do take juvenile children if they're in trouble, which is sad. but at least we're there for them, aren't we? We're there to help them out, you know, just give them a little hug. You're all right, you know, and give them a cup of tea and a biscuit, and they think it's fantastic.
And then
So, go
this
ahead.
this summer was the first time you got a grant where you could hire somebody from the high school.
Yeah,
So we had the first employee for the summer.
Thank you for that. I'd forgotten about that. We did get a grant for that, and that was wonderful too.
Yeah.
To have somebody come in and learn work ethic, because I think sometimes we're losing it with some children, but we want to bring that back. Another thing we're trying to look for this next year is a grant to help people who've come out of prison or jail to find their feet again, you know, to be part of the community, learn work ethic, then we can give them a little bit of a resume and help them on, which I think is important.
Wow. So, so let's say you have a juvenile.
Yes.
Are you the one personally who is managing that, or
Yeah.
does you have?
So they'll come to me first,
Okay.
and we'll have a chat, and we have to ask, you know, what did you do to get this?
So you understand
And it's
their
very
story.
confidential,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I want to understand them and see what's gone off.
Yeah.
We do ask a parent to come in because they are underage, and we
Yeah.
have a chat with them, like I said, and all three of us are on the same page then.
Yeah.
So they can't go home and say, Liz said it doesn't matter about being there today. Liz didn't say that at all. So we have to let mummy or daddy or whoever, guardian, know that this is how it's going to go. I do run a tight ship, but I'm fun too.
Yeah.
You're there for a purpose, we need to get it done. But to support them, to say, hey, you know, it's okay, let's get this done now, be respectful. To earn respect, you give respect too. I don't want nobody being talked to, because sometimes they have a little bit of an attitude. But there to show love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's kind of, I mean, I totally understand because, like, and I see this with my own grandkids, you know, when they come into our house, you can ask things for them,
Yeah.
of them,
Yeah.
that they wouldn't even do at home.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, no, put that dish in the dishwasher.
No, please.
Clean up after yourself. And so,
Yeah.
you know, and so you have the ability to set
Yeah.
expectations, and kids often will thrive to that. I
Yeah.
mean, because I mean, they love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's part of building the self-esteem and self-confidence up a little bit too.
Yeah.
I think we all need that, you know, in today's age. I do.
Yeah. So we talk a lot about leadership here on the show because we have a lot of community leaders that are sitting right where you are, and I mean that's a lot of part of their world. And one of the things that I know personally is it can be a little bit complicated between managing paid staff
Yeah.
and managing volunteers.
Yeah.
And I mean it's a different vibe. I don't know. Talk about that a little bit. How do you navigate that yourself?
I don't.
You don't worry about
Grant
it.
does that.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Well, we have
I'm at the
regular
table
meetings.
dancing.
Yeah, we have regular meetings too. I mean,
We do.
just because you come in as a volunteer doesn't mean you can walk in and go, well, I don't think you should do that. I'm not sure how you do this. I mean, you're there to learn. I knew nothing about retail until I got in there. You just have to be willing to be open and listen to what you're told to do. If you do it wrong, she'll let you know, mate.
Yeah.
But she'll do it in a good way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do it this way, I'd do it this way, and the reason why it's this way is because of this reason. And we have, regular, because there's rules and regulations, just like any other business. But we have, regular volunteer meetings that says, this is what we need to be doing, and this is why.
Right.
So everybody gets trained. It's like a open door training.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I mean?
everybody's really the same, right? Whether the
Yeah.
volunteers, it's a family down there. We're there to help each other, to build each other up, and
Yeah.
to enjoy it, They say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, right? And that's kind of the perception we want to put out there for people, is that it is all right to be here. It's fun. We're all helping each other. There's nobody singled out. See, we do work with Easter Seals too, which is a 55-plus training option that used to come out of Boise. I think it comes out of Oregon now. And we have people there training with us, and Easter Seals actually pay them to come to us and train. Heavens forbid they're paying them to come and have me train them, but that's great. I think it's wonderful. But everybody's kind of on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sharon, what would you, if somebody said, what is community kindness's mission? What do they do? And what I'm trying to get at is, what compels you about community kindness to volunteer your time, other than the fun that you have with Liz?
Yes.
I mean,
We all have a lot of fun.
what what inside of you feels good about what you're doing?
To show people that you can come into that open, kind, loving laughter. Doesn't matter who you are, what walk of life you've come from, how you look. You just come in and you're opened and you're welcomed from the get-go. And the mission is to spread that kindness. And beyond the store, you know, Liz does stuff with Wildflower. She's got, she operates the library at Wildflower. She spends lots of time at Wildflower. We go out there, we do events there. We bring those people in to the store, and they absolutely love it.
We did. We just had a, sorry.
Yeah, on
Somebody, last week, we had Wildflower bring some of their memory care residents in. I've actually seen you there.
Yeah.
Well, not in the memory care unit, but at the Wildflower. Yeah. I didn't want to be rude. Jeez, I just
Yeah, I saw you.
Shouting out his next department.
Yeah, I saw you in the
That's
memory
what we
care
always
unit
say.
also, but I had forgotten.
Yes. Oh dear, he said that, not me. I love Wildflower. We actually had a group of them come to our bingo night.
Yeah.
On another note, but they brought some of their residents down to have a little shopping experience for an hour, and it was the most wonderful thing. So we did a street party with Wildflower this last year as well. But it's just going into the community, isn't it?
Yeah, we do, I mean, lots of stuff. And the next huge big event is, we always do the Christmas dinner. You know, on Christmas Day, 11:30 to 2,
Yeah,
at
we
the
hire-
Friendship Centre.
Yeah, we
you know what I
hire
mean?
that, don't we?
But it's not just like you walk into plain tables and chairs, you know, buffet style. It's set up like
Like a fancy restaurant, isn't it?
like what we had when we grew up.
Yeah.
You know, your Christmas dinner. We've got the Christmas crackers, which not crackers that you eat. The Christmas
You
crackers,
pull
the
'em.
English Christmas crackers that you pull at Christmas table.
It's like
Christmas trees. I mean, it takes us hours and hours the day before to go Christmas
Yeah.
Eve
Yeah,
and
to
go
do it.
set all of this up, because it's like you're walking into a living room, and it's beautiful open tables and people
And it's
come
complimentary.
and sit.
That's our big
It's-
event of
It's
the
for
year,
the
is that one.
community. It's complimentary. Taking donations right now
Yep.
for it to help out. But just things like that we do. You know, when we put the bubble machines on for the kids in the summertime outside, and the Mister machines, and you know, just to
just
see
do-
the
yeah,
kids
just do a
out
lot.
there. So much stuff.
I think it's finding things that we might have lost, the connection of families and friends. You know, I think we've lost some of that,
Yeah, we
and
also
I want to bring
yeah.
it back. You know, a little bit of it. A bit of it back. That's why another reason we do the Christmas Day dinner, isn't it? The Christmas Day buffet. It is complimentary for people, but it's a beautiful experience. Absolutely
Yeah.
wonderful.
We also offer a huge open and love for the LGBTQ community. We've got signs everywhere.
And we're doing a big event next year for that
yeah.
also. That's in the books for next week. We've had a few
Yeah,
meetings.
we do private
Yeah.
private evenings with them.
I think
to come in
it's
and
important, isn't it? I think
beautiful.
everybody needs to be loved and cared for, and if you don't understand it, that's okay. But I think we need to be open to everybody.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's very important. I think we're losing things like that, aren't we? Like I said, families are important, friends are important, the community is important, and if we unify together, I think that'll build the community that we're in.
Yeah.
I really do believe that.
Well, and that kind of comes back to the kindness
Yes.
part,
Yeah,
right? I mean,
the whole basis of it.
right. So, and I say this, you know, I say this all the time, and that is that, you know, if I'm driving down the road and I see somebody that has a flat tire, and clearly they don't know how to change that, you know, or what they're having
Yeah.
problems, I'm going to pull over and help them, and I know nothing about them. So,
Yes.
so my kindness is extended to them is not conditional upon anything about them. Period.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that we need to remember is to have unconditional love.
Yeah.
Like I said, we might not understand people, we might not understand what these kids have done. You're like, oh, I said, just look at me as like an old grandma. I'm here to nag at you a little bit, but we're going to get things done. But I think to have that openness towards your community, again, we might not understand people's ways, we might not understand who they are, but to have an open door like we do at Community Kindness, as
Yeah.
well as the selling of the product, there's a lot more, like it's been mentioned today, to have those open arms welcome, I have people who come in, elderly people who come in, Brent, who just come out for a cup of tea and a biscuit because it gives them a purpose to get up every day and go outside.
Yeah.
Which is great. And if we can give them that, then we're doing a good job.
Yeah. So along the way, Liz,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sure you've had some stories that were
dear
some stories of success.
Okay.
Narrow that down a little bit. Yeah.
Please, focus.
Yeah, so-
Yeah, we don't want dodgy bingo stories. Like you would say.
I was
They
staying
want to
at
know if
bingo, mate.
it was, one of the viewers wants to know if it's legal. Like,
What's
is your
legal?
bingo legal?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, of course it is.
Silliness. Absolute silliness. Jeez Louise. It's a laugh. It's like a party. It's a bachelorette party. Is it legal? Yep, I think so.
Sure. You're still alive.
No, obviously, integrity, if they think about the mission statement, we have integrity. Everything has to be right.
Yeah.
And then, jeez, it's illegal. The next one, no.
That's a legitimate question.
It is
in the
absolutely
comments.
Yes.
a legitimate
I mean,
question.
that-
Absolutely.
Yes.
But yeah, of course it's legal. It's just like a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
We just have a laugh to see 48 women laugh because mental health is really important nowadays. And
Right.
they're releasing no matter what they're doing at work or what they're doing with family life. They can come out and have a good chuckle.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
and
nowhere
then, we just had one Saturday night. That I won't reveal. But we had a group of people from a certain business, and they had so much fun that they went back and they're going to do team building and bring the whole team of course, just the women,
Because
to
it's
come
a
back in as a
connect.
team building theme for them for an evening together.
Yeah.
So the age group is 21, and I think the eldest one I've had there was 92.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had an 86-year-old lady who just was absolutely
Cracked us up.
phenomenal. Just a lot of fun. But to see 48 people, like I just said, come out and connect with each other, make new friends.
Right.
And like they've said, there's nowhere for them to go or do anything, But it is like a bachelorette party. It's
Yeah.
just a lot of fun
And
and
they don't have to go
silliness.
out of town. You don't have to go to Portland. You don't have to go to
Yeah, you can
Boise.
stay here in
Yeah.
town. So yes, thank you for asking the question, though.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but it is legal.
Is there alcohol involved?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And food.
And lots of fun. Let me just give a shout out though to Heinz Meat because they donate meat and cheese trays for every bingo event that we have.
Okay.
So we really do appreciate that. We do very much appreciate it to
Yeah.
Jake Heinz.
Does it
so.
cost to get into bingo?
It does. There is a
Yes.
pay in.
Okay.
You get 2 bingo cards. We do have our bingo license. So that again, thank you for the question. So
You
people
can
know
bring
that.
a can of food, though,
You
right?
can bring a what?
A can of food?
For what?
Or is that
For
was just one specific bingo night?
No, we've never
I
done.
just read on here that there's something that says you can bring a can of food.
You can bring a can of food
Am I
if you
tripping?
want.
You're on our
Can I
website
food
or
as
somebody
the
else's.
entrance?
Yeah, for a bingo card.
Yeah.
You've never done
No,
that.
we've never
No.
done that. No.
That's
So
somebody
there's a
else's
buy-in. There's a buy-in. You get 2 free bingo cards. You get a free drink, whether it wants to be non-alcoholic or alcoholic. So yeah, and we get his event license. We've got his bingo license because you are to have a bingo license here in La Grande, in Oregon.
Yeah.
So we do have that. So thankful for the question. So did
If
you
you go
know
onto
that we
the
are legal?
website, it tells you what dates, because you have to pre-book out. We've only got so
Yeah.
many
Facebook page.
seats.
The Facebook
page. Go on there, and
So you
you know,
have to
there's only
buy
so
in.
many so many seats you can get. So
So
it
maybe
book-
you should
it
buy your
books
wife
out.
one
Oh,
as a
wow.
Christmas present.
Yeah.
There you go.
December 20th is the next one. So there you go, Tonya. Happy Christmas from Brent. Have fun.
There you go. So let's go back to the story
Yes,
for a
sir.
minute. Yeah. So tell me, I mean, has there been the people that you've run into or the people that you help, and I'm sure you see this all the time, but is there any story that really sticks out to you, like, we were really able to make a difference in this person's life and kind of move them to the next place so that they could function better, or I don't know.
We do that quite often.
Right.
Again, people don't really see a lot of things that we do. We do post a lot too. But there's some things that are a little bit private that we don't,
course,
out
yeah.
of respect, that we don't put out there.
Right.
We did have 2 young men came in, I don't know if you remember this, where they were stranded here in town. They had no money, and we talked to the police department and everything, and we bought them tickets to go back home to family, which was on the other side of the US, which was really meaningful. And they wrote back, the mother wrote back and said, thank you for getting my son and his best friend home. We really appreciate it. We didn't have no financials to get him home. We really, oh, I've run out of breath. To get them home. So we did that. And then we've done things. We've had a homeless person travelling with a dog. The dog was sick. So we were with the vets here in town, and this was at Valley Veterinary with Jeff out there, and we got the dog taken care of there. So there's lots of little things to think off the fly. I can't at the moment, but we do all kinds of things like that.
Yeah.
People who need clothing who've just come out of prison or jail, they're going for a job interview, we set them up for that. But yeah, all different things like that. There's a lot of stories which are just fun. It's just makes your heart feel good that you're actually able to help.
Yeah.
So on the days that I'm stressed at work and I have to leave the building for a walk around the block, which is one of the things I do to clear my mind, all I have to do is think of something like that, and it makes it all better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well-
I must say now, sorry ladies, but I do appreciate my husband too. He has gone along with my shenanigans for so long. That is just a saint as far as I'm concerned. Yeah.
He's
And
the
my
fix-all,
cook-
like something goes wrong. Hey,
Like
Grant, can you
that,
come out
fix
with
this.
this? Yeah.
So it's actually teamwork, and it's now gone. I call my son Jordan for advice. My daughter does our social media, like I said. So it's quite a big family thing, and they all pull the fingers out of the pockets to help out. So, but Grant, thank you so much, because I'll come up with an idea and I'll go, oh no, what next?
Oh, yeah.
There's always something.
Well, that is awesome. Thank you so much. And if people want to know more information about where do they go? And I think that Kyle actually put the Facebook Facebook page
Oh, thank
there,
you,
but
Kyle.
yeah.
But you
I put
can-
their donate link and Facebook.
Okay.
Right. So we've got the Facebook page. Our web pages will be updated and finished by the end of next week, so they can go there. But the best thing maybe is if you're local, just come in the store and have a chat, and we'll tell you a little bit more. We'd love that. We'd love to meet you.
Yeah,
Awesome.
maybe somebody would like to start volunteering.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't have to put days in. You can put a few hours here or there.
As long as you can
know
do
what I mean?
karaoke,
Have
be
fun.
silly, and have fun, you're in.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, so much
No
for
problem.
being here today. Yeah, and thanks, Liz, for jumping in this morning
Yeah,
today.
no, but even though I got the date wrong and I couldn't remember where the heck I was. in
Yeah,
the
so
month
I
of
gotta
November.
tell this story
No,
real quick.
please. Oh, you just did.
Yeah, because it's so funny. So, because we were texting back and forth, and I said, "Hey, just confirming you're on the show for tomorrow morning," and you said, "Well, yes, but I thought it was Friday, but I can do tomorrow." It's like, okay, and I said, "Well, you might refer up, just look
Yeah.
up in
And it
the
was
the
wrong.
thread,
Yeah.
and it says the 25th," and then you said, "Okay, well, I checked the thread." And you're right. I did say the 25th, but I can do tomorrow. And I said,
I thought I'd done all right this morning. Now you're making me look rather
and I
foolish.
said, Liz, I think tomorrow is the 25th.
And I went,
I think.
oh, I've gone nuts. I've gone nuts.
but what's weird
But
is Thanksgiving is so late this
Yeah, we'll
year.
go with that.
Yeah,
We'll go with that.
that's throwing me off.
Stay with that.
Okay,
Got it.
so there's a little bailout for you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, no, thanks so much for making
No
this
problem.
happen. Yeah, and we'd love to have you come back again.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Alrighty, hey, want to get us out of
Let's
here?
do it. On this day, November 25th, 1834, Delmonico's, which is one of New York's finest restaurants, provides a meal of soup, steak, coffee, and half of a pie for 12 cents. 1905, on this day, the first telegraph transmitter with a 1-mile range is advertised in Scientific American for $8.50. You know what that is, right? The radio. The very first radio ever.
Wow.
1920, the first Thanksgiving parade is in Philadelphia. 1979, Pat Summerall and John Madden broadcast their very first game together. That pairing lasted 22 years and is probably the most well-known partnership in TV sports history. 2020, Caitlin Clark makes her college debut for Iowa. She's probably one of the most influential female athletes in the world right now. She scored 27 points, 8 rebounds, and had 4 assists in her very first college game. On this day, the #1 song in America in 1995, Exhale, off the Waiting to Exhale, or you might call it Shoop Shoop. It's Whitney Houston on the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. And then the quote of the day comes from Alphonse Carr, and it's about gratitude with Thanksgiving come up. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorns have roses. One more time, we can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or we can rejoice because thorns have roses.
Good stuff. Thank you, man. Yeah. One more time. Put the graphic for Optimus. Yeah.
The bazaar.
The bazaar.
there you go.
Yeah. So
13th, 9 to 3.
be sure and check that out. Yep. And then Thanksgiving is Thursday, so we won't have a show there. We'll be back here next Tuesday. Glad that you guys are here with us.
Yep.
See you soon.